This is everything you need to know about the GTA 6 characters. I'm not going to be talking out of thin air. I have 2 documents from the GTA 6 analysis team in my hands, one covering the leaks from 2022, and another analyzing the first trailer released a year ago. I know it's crazy to think it's already been a year since the first trailer. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. This first video will focus solely on the first character, Lucia. But wait! I noticed that a lot of people watching my videos are not subscribed. Before you continue, subscribe real quick and like the video. Let's start with the basic information. Her name is Lucia. Based on her name and appearance, it's implied that she is of Latin American origin, which ties well to the Florida-inspired setting of Vice City, where the percentage of Latinos is around 27%. As for her height, she is 5 feet 3 inches, equivalent to 160 centimeters, making her the shortest playable character in the GTA series so far. She appears to be in a relationship with the other male protagonist, Jason. Both have been shown committing robberies, but only she was depicted in a prison setting. To study her character, we will first look at the trailer. The opening scene is an interrogation scene. Why is it an interrogation scene? The LDC on her jumpsuit likely stands for the Leonida Department of Correction. Additionally, the social worker Stephanie starts by asking the question,
"Do you know why you're here?"
And Lucia answers,
"Bad luck, I guess."
Which kind of remind me of the quote from the movie Shawshank Redemption.
Bad luck, I guess.
The character Andy was also imprisoned for murder. He killed his cheating wife and her lover. Yet at the start of his story, Andy was a successful young banker. Could this somehow connect to Lucia's story and how she ended up in prison? Both characters find themselves in bad circumstances, yet they seem to be good people at heart. We simply don't know. What we do gather from the interrogation scene is that Lucia appears confident and calm when responding to questions, likely not her first time in such a situation, or because simply she has a fearless, strong character. This demeanor further reflects the criminal nature of her character. In the trailer, during the robbery scene, Lucia takes the lead. She's at the front, kicking the door down and screaming with joy as she runs. She's also the one holding the stolen money, which perfectly fits a lead criminal profile. Taking the lead is something also we have seen in the leaks, particularly in the restaurant robbery clip. In that scene, Lucia leads the robbery while Jason simply watches the hostages. In the dialogue, Lucia speaks less but uses wiser, more calculated words compared to Jason. In this dynamic, Jason comes across as the muscle of the group, while Lucia is the brain. Her dialogue also hints at a good girl persona who has found herself in the wrong circumstances. She appears less threatening to NPCs and seems to try to avoid killing during robberies. After Lucia's revelation, many assumed she would be the first female main character that players could control. However, they are mistaken. The franchise has already allowed players to step into the shoes of not just 1 or 2, but 4 female protagonists. The Grand Theft Auto series has had 4 playable female characters, all of whom appeared in the original Grand Theft Auto. That said, Lucia will be the 5th female protagonist in the series. She will also be the first female protagonist in nearly 30 years, and importantly, the first to appear in a 3D model. To me, while Lucia is technically not the first female protagonist in GTA history, she's the one that truly matters. For those claiming that Rockstar games including a female protagonist is a sign of going woke, let's not forget that the series has featured several significant female characters in the past. While they weren't playable, they were crucial to the story, such as Catalina in GTA 3 and Sadie Adler in RDR 2. Indeed, by including a female playable character this time, Rockstar Games has the opportunity to craft more complex narratives. I just hope both Rockstar and the community leave out any woke, feminist, sexual, or activist agendas. We just want to enjoy a good storyline and gameplay. Now, about Lucia's story. A trailer and 50 minutes of leaks are not enough to piece together the exact and correct storyline. However, I was able to outline some major events that could occur during the story timeline. In the leaked footage and the first trailer, Lucia is shown in impoverished environments, likely tied to the suburbs of Leonida's lower socioeconomic areas and immigrant communities. She may have grown up witnessing systemic inequality and crime, which shaped her worldview and survival instincts. Lucia eventually starts committing small petty thefts. The reason behind this is unclear. Was she forced into it, or did circumstances push her toward that path? We don't know yet. Does she meet Jason before starting her criminal activities or after? This is a question we can't answer with the information we have so far. If she meets Jason beforehand, it could mean that he might be a reason, or one of the reasons, they start robbing together. On the other hand, if she meets him afterward, it suggests they probably crossed paths during their respective criminal endeavors. Both scenarios have the potential to make the storyline compelling. One thing is certain, both of them move from the suburbs to the glamorous life of Vice City for larger heists. There they will work with other individuals as seen in the leaks to commit bigger, more organized criminal activities. In this timeline, we were almost able to fit all the footage from trailer 1 except for one scene, the scene where Lucia is being interrogated. This scene could take place in a few different spots within the storyline. It might be before Lucia starts engaging in any criminal activities, where she ends up imprisoned due to bad luck. Perhaps the injustice and hardships of prison life are what push her toward becoming a criminal. Alternatively, it could occur after she starts committing thefts, either before or after moving to Vice City. In this case, Lucia might be imprisoned at some point during the story and put on probation for part or all of the narrative. This scenario is supported by the artwork released last year, which showed her wearing an electronic tag on her ankle. This opens up the possibility of part of the story being played in prison, or perhaps shifting the focus to Jason while Lucia is incarcerated until her release. Finally, there's the scenario that places this interrogation scene as the final scene of the game. What makes this idea intriguing is that if you reverse the order of the trailer, it appears to show Lucia's progression, first committing crimes in the suburbs, then moving to Vice City for bigger hits, and finally being interrogated. If you believe that the trailer in reverse represents the storyline's structure, the interrogation scene could indeed be the final piece of the narrative. In GTA 5, each protagonist has a unique special ability based on their specialty. Michael can slow down time during shootouts, Franklin can slow down time while driving, and Trevor can enter a rage mode where he deals double damage to enemies while becoming nearly invulnerable. GTA 6 will also introduce special abilities for its characters. Lucia, while being the brain of the team, is a hacker. In the leaked footage, she was spotted carrying tools like a tracker jammer, immobilizer, bypass, USB drive, and an auto dialer. During gameplay, she will take the lead in planning heists by spying to find opportunities and handling tasks like shutting down security systems. As of December 2024, Rockstar Games has not officially confirmed the voice actor for Lucia in Grand Theft Auto 6. However, strong evidence suggests that Manni Perez is portraying the character. Here are some points that support this claim. First, the obvious, she looks like Lucia. Second, she sounds like Lucia. The gaming community has conducted in-depth analyses comparing Perez's voice and appearance to Lucia's character model and voice in the leaked GTA 6 footage. These comparisons have further reinforced the belief that she is the actress behind Lucia. Third, she discussed in a previous podcast about transitioning her career into voiceover and performance capture, which would align with the timing of GTA 6's production. Additionally, on IMDb, she is credited with providing a voice for a random NPC in GTA 5. Fourth, her social media activity and interviews also contribute to the speculation. The way she carefully avoids discussing anything related to GTA 6 has only fueled the belief that she might be involved in the game, making her silence all the more telling. And for further convincing, just watch the scene from the TV show where she is also named Lucia.
How is it taking orders from your brothers? We get along just fine. I'll let you know.
This additional connection has only added to the growing speculation that Manni Perez could indeed be the voice actress behind the character in GTA 6. When comparing with characters from the GTA series, there are noticeable similarities between Lucia and Franklin. Both characters come from humble beginnings, with Franklin growing up in the rough streets of Los Santos and Lucia hailing from the suburbs of Leonida. They share a strong ambition and a desire for a better life, striving to escape their challenging environments. Another notable parallel is their loyalty to those close to them. Franklin demonstrated unwavering loyalty to Lamar, Michael, and Trevor, even during moments of tension. Similarly, Lucia, with her quote about trust, appears to highly value loyalty as a principle. Despite their involvement in criminal activities, both characters retain a moral dimension. Franklin often grapples with the ethical consequences of his actions, questioning whether the ends justify the means. Lucia, on the other hand, is portrayed as less aggressive than her partner Jason, showing a tendency to minimize harm to others during their robberies. This shared moral complexity makes them stand out as layered and compelling protagonists in the series. That's all for now on Lucia. The next video will dive into Jason, and contrary to what you might think, Jason is just as important and an equally complex, fascinating character. Make sure to subscribe and like the video for more content like this.